wanting to listen to this presentation, as that means you are considering art and design as an option at GCSE, which is absolutely wonderful. My name is Rebecca Smith and I'm the head of the Art, Design and Technology faculty. And what I'll discuss with you now are two options for art and design, which is new for Wilnecote this year. So please listen carefully and I hope one of these options suits you.
Welcome to Art and Design, where we have two completely different options for you to consider. Both options are 100% practical work, so there is no written theory exam. But because they are both classed as an Art and Design GCSE, you can only choose to study one and not both if you were to consider that. So we have Art and Design Fine Art, which is a GCSE that has always been offered, and you'll already be quite familiar with it. It's a continuation of Key Stage 3 art, where you'll be producing artwork that you may have already seen around in our art department. Art and Design 3D Design is a new exciting GCSE option that allows students to master a wide range of 3D making techniques and will be delivered in a similar way to a DT subject such as product design or resistant materials, but is a lot more flexible. So there are two pathways to choose from in art and design, and as I mentioned in the previous slide, both options are 100% practical work. That means that 60% of your grade is based on the work you produce in lesson in Year 10 and the first term of Year 11. And the other 40% is a project assignment set by the AQA exam board in the January of Year 11. And during that spring term, you'll produce a project in a similar nature to your coursework, and you will create a final outcome in a 10-hour exam style period, which is split over 2 days in the ADT department. So here are more details about the GCSE Fine Art option. Fine art allows you to explore any medium or technique to express your ideas. So whether it's a skill explicitly taught to you in school or whether you've developed your own skills, they can be appropriate for this option. The aims of this course is to continue to build knowledge, skills and understanding of the art curriculum that's already been learned in Years 7, 8 and 9. To prepare students for further courses and careers in art and design, to allow students to express their own feelings and ideas in a personal and effective way, and to become more confident, independent learners who enjoy being challenged, and to allow students to achieve the highest level possible by exploring a variety of media techniques to suit them. And also, of course, to develop an appreciation of art. To study fine art, students are required to develop an exciting and personal portfolio containing all the preparatory studies for both coursework and exam. The preparatory studies will include a wide range of tasks, including recording and researching, experimenting with materials and processes, and evaluating their own work, as well as other artists, craftsmen, and designers. Students will be expected to achieve the same quality of work for homework as well as in class, as all work goes towards their final grade. The skills that will be covered in fine art include drawing from first-hand and second-hand observation in a variety of media such as pen, pencil and charcoal, traditional printing techniques such as collagraph printing, building on your Year 8 knowledge of colour theory and colour pencil blending and mixing, learning how to paint in acrylic, using willow and tissue paper to create abstract sculptures, developing ideas in a range of ways, including using computer software, self-initiated media explorations, which allow you to develop your own choice of media and technique, and will also ensure that you produce a portfolio that has all the required elements for a successful project. And this is especially important when you start creating your own sustained projects, where you choose the direction you go in and the media and the techniques you'd like to explore. To study GCSE Fine Art, it will benefit you to have the following equipment, which can be bought through school before the start of the course. An A3 sketchbook with good quality cartridge paper, a range of softer drawing pencils, watercolour and acrylic paints, a range of different sized paint brushes, a palette for mixing those paints on, an A2 carry folder to store all your artwork and equipment, and a variety of generic stationery to help present your sketchbook. So that was the fine art option in this art and design block. And now on to the next pathway, which is 3D design, which is a flexible course that caters for a range of students that may be interested in subjects such as sculpture, designing products, architecture, interior and set design, ceramics, accessories and jewellery. The design briefs are open enough for the students to specialise in their interests. And just like fine art, this is 100% practical work with 60% coursework and an exam board assignment set in January of year 11, which is worth 40% of your grade. The aims of this course are to build on the knowledge, skills and understanding gained in Key Stage 3 art and design technology. This option will prepare students for further education in a range of courses such as 3D design, design technology, product design, resistant materials, and art and design. We want to stimulate and challenge students to become confident designer makers who can meet a design brief with clever and imaginative solutions. Students will study a range of media and techniques that allow them to discover where their strengths lie, whether it's building in clay, card, wire, plastic, metal, or wood. This will enable students to achieve at their highest level. Students will also develop an appreciation of the design and making process, allowing for greater enjoyment of it throughout adult life, both as a consumer and a creator. So in a similar fashion to fine art, students will be expected to develop an exciting and personal portfolio, which will contain preparatory studies such as recording and researching, experimenting and evaluating their own work and the work of other artists and designers. There'll be an equal expectation of the contribution made through classwork and homework. And in 3D design, students must also be prepared to handle expensive equipment sensibly, responsibly, and beware of health and safety rules, as well as learn CAD software and be able to store, organise, and share digital files. The skills that will be covered in 3D design are 3D drawing and rendering by hand, building in clay, wire, and card, working with wood, metal and acrylic, using computer-aided design software such as SketchUp, using computer-aided manufacture technologies such as the laser cutter and 3D printer. Other types of media and technique you may want to choose to experiment with independently, such as paper mache or textiles. Being able to respond to and meet a design brief, as well as making sure you're aware of all the project stages needed in a portfolio. So what equipment will you need for 3D design? Well, just like fine art, you do have an opportunity to buy the following through school. An A3 pocket display book portfolio, an A3 carry folder to store your portfolio and all your equipment, a range of hard and soft drawing pencils, markers and colour pencils, and a variety of generic stationery to aid presenting your ideas and designs. So if you think one of these two pathways is for you, then you will need to choose the option Art and Design when completing your options form. And then later on in Year 9, you will be asked which GCSE pathway you prefer to go down. Remember, even though both pathways are classed as an Art and Design GCSE and have some similarities, they also offer completely different skills and content. Thank you for listening, and I hope I'll be seeing you in our department soon.